Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. The weather! I'm melting. I can't stand it. I cannot. I hate the summer. What a way to start Monday's video. Blah, blah, blah. Get your words out, Tone. I can't stand the heat. I wasn't built for the heat. I was built for chunky jumpers, fluffy socks, slippers and pyjamas. I don't like it. So I thought, because it's sunny and we've got the heat, let's do something travel themed. So Friday, there wasn't a video Friday because Friday was a busy day. I was actually thrifting and I brought a load of books, and one of them is, I got a load of Reader's Digest books, which are so cool. They were like 10 books for £1. I know, right? So I got this one, Taurian Guide to Britain. So I was like, and it's such a cool book. So this was one of the ones that was 10 for £1, and it's got, I mean, the index alone is just so cool, but look at the maps in it. And I've got a right thing for maps at the moment. So I've taken a page out, and I've also cut some tabs because, well, if you know, you know. And I have backed it with some of my rust dyed paper. And then I remembered I've got this. So I wanted to make a tag book, but I'm not going to use the dye. We're going to do it without the dye because it looks pretty simple to me. We just need tags and this folded piece. So I am going to take the dye out and just measure what it is. Or does it tell me? 2.9 by 5.5. So let's say 3, because we're not messing about with the 2.9s. How many lines is that on a ruler? I don't know. Right, so what did we say it was? 5.5. So let's do it the other way. So let's do the 5.5, which is 5.5. And then, did they say 3? That's little. That's a little tag. But let's roll with it. So 3. And 3. And then this measures 4 3/4. So we could have some different size tags, but I don't want different size tags, and I don't want to do tags like sideways ever. I want it to be all the same way. So I'm going to get out some more map pages, cover them, and then I'll be back. Right, so I have cut them. I've got 6 pieces, and I tried to get some of the sea in there as well because, well, you know, holiday. And I've cut my strips as well. So I've got 3 strips because I've got 6 pieces. So that means that there's going to be 3 folds. I'm hoping, I mean, I just don't know with this heat, because the glue ain't gluing because it's hot. My belly arts has clearly got some sort of hay fever because his nose is running. Right, so they're all tagged. Now I've got them all over me. They're all tagged, and I want to put the... I'm not going to put a tag hole in it. Do I want to put a tag hole in it? Because, you know, reinforcers, they're cool. So if I get my ruler, because they're 3 inches across, it's easy peasy because that's 1.5. Like so, it's on the H for hill. And I reckon my crocodile will do all these at once. Where are you? There you are. Right, so let's do, I think we'll do, oh God, I broke my nail on this the other day. Oh, it hurt. Make sure they're all in the same spot. We'll go 1/2 inch in. Oh, do we want to go 1/2 inch in? Is that a bit much? And that's where 3.5 is. So let's go. But then at least all the holes are in the same spot for the tags anyway. So what I want to do is map and then graph. So that will fold over like that. And then 2 map pages fold over. And then, not that one, that one. 2 rust paper, then that will fold over. Then map, then graph. So they're going to go like that. Like that. So I'm going to ink them all up now. I'm going to use my vintage photo and just, still got some black on it, so it might be a little bit dark. In fact, where's my new one? Let's use my new one. That's better. I do worry that in this heat my my inks and that will dry up. Just a little bit around the reinforcer. And then the reinforcer, I think I'm going to use Heidi Swaps. So these are from Heidi Swap. So if you go over to her website, I'm going to use different ones all through, but from this pack, so it's cohesive. But then I'm going to have to trim them again because these are, oh no, I wouldn't, because that looks quite cool. I don't have to, but the holes in the reinforcers are a 1/4 inch hole, whereas the crocodile, the one that I would just used, isn't. Right, so I'll ink this one and then I'll do the rest behind the scenes. And then let's put another reinforcer on. Do a different one this time because why not? And then that's our first tag done. It's not very stiff, but that's fine because we're going to put stuff on it. I've got loads of like scraps and stuff as well that have been backed. So yeah, we can use them on just to sort of like strengthen it up. But what we're going to do is I'm going to get my little scoreboard, and then I've cut these at 1 inch, so they're the same height. They're probably going to need cutting down because I didn't allow for the, but we can do that. We can do that. That's fine. And then we're going to go at 1/2 inch. And I think because I'm going to put, so what's going on? So that's the foot. Where's it gone? There it is. Right, so that's graph. We've mixed them all up. So that goes on there, that goes on there. This one is going to go here once it's inked up. So we're going to, I think because these are not matte paper, I'm going to use the matte paper side. So then this is just going to go on here, just like a hinge, like that. And then that's going to stick on the other side. And then the map on the back, and then the map on the inside as well. And then what I'll probably do is on this side use the alternate as well, if that makes sense. So we need to, they're all graph, so that's fine because, well, we use graphs when we're mapping, don't we? Right, so I'm going to ink all these up put the reinforcers on, and then I'll be back. Right, so I switched the vintage distress photo out for the archival because this isn't gloss. It is matte, as you can see, but it's got like a coat into it. So yeah, so I switched it out for archival. Then I know we're safe. I've put all the reinforcers on, and what you saw me punch the hole. I cannot. Right, so this is the first page. I think I might need more strips. Where's the one that so we're going to go with the map. So we're just going to, I am sweating. Right, so I'm not going to do the bottom until it's on, because obviously it's too long. So I am going to glue down. Come on. Ah. And I'm just going to put it along the top of where the tag part starts. Just like that. And then I'm going to get my scissors and just trim off the bottom. I'm going to get my little wipe and wipe off that glue where it just fell. And then line this up at the bottom like that. Push it down, and then we've got and now we can ink the bottom because we've cut it. So that's our first page, and then we want our second page to go on here. So let's score ½ inch. I'm sorry if it's a bit, if you can hear the outside world, but I need to keep my door open, otherwise too much. It'll be too much. And yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, you don't have to do this. It doesn't really make any difference, but there we go. Let's ink round it. And again, I'm not going to do the bottom until I've cut it. And you don't have to use strips for this. I've inked the wrong side. How many of you sitting there saying, I thought you was putting the graph bit on that side, Tone? Oh my Lord, the heat is getting to me. I'm literally sweating. I want to come out of here and look like a supermodel. Right, line that up. Fold that over. Push it to the edge. Not over the edge though. And then trim off the bottom. Glue down, line up, bring that to the edge, that's it. And then we have, how cool is that? And then we've got another one, so we're going to use the map side. And you could do, you know, like if you go, you want this to be around this way, that's better. Yeah, so when you go on holiday, that side. You could, when I came back from the Isle of Wight, I went into the Ferryport gift shop and I brought some maps. If you've seen my previous video, you would have seen that I brought some maps because I distressed them. And yeah, you could do that. So get a map because they do them in gift shops and stuff. You can buy them out of gift shops. Get a map of where you've been, and then if you want a junk journal about your holiday, you could use the map. Use the map of where you've been. How cool is that? I'm just having a rehydrating myself. I'm not going to mention the heat again, I promise. It's so hot. I'm not moaning. I'm not moaning. I just don't like it. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? And then I knew I was going to need another one. You could just stop there, to be honest, but I've got these two. It needs to go on there. Or do we put... Don't think it matters, Tone. I'm not going to lie. So we've got another piece here. So let's cut this at... Shall we just measure? Shall we just measure from the... Alright, so a little bit over 5 there. That's the height. And then, do we want... No, we don't just want the water. We want some land as well. Like that. So at 1 inch. And then put these little bits away. Get my little scoreboard out. 1/2 inch. And then what side is this going to be? I'm going to need another 2. What is wrong with your maths today, Tony? No, it wants to go that way because... Well, this one's not going to be graph paper like that one was, but that's fine because this isn't graph paper either. So that's cool. It all ties in. Up and down the fold. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Am I doing it the right way? Yes, because we've got Bournemouth on the front. Oh, back a bit, Tone, back a bit. Luckily enough, because this map has got like a surface on it, it's really easy to manoeuvre before the glue takes hold. Do we want... Well, they're both graphs, aren't they? So it doesn't really matter. I don't know if I want some land. That looks cool. That does look cool. Da, 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 da. So this is going to be... See what I mean? The ink just wipes off it. Had my fingerprint on it there. So we're going to need another piece so I can stick that one on. And then we've got like a cute little book. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our page tabs. And not on the first page. And then put one there. And then we're going to put one on the next page. There. Like that. And so on. So it looks like that. It looks so cool. And I'm gonna grunge up. I'm gonna grunge up the tabs like I have been with all like fabric and it's gonna be so exciting. So I'm going to go and put the last bit on and then I'll be back. Right, so I've stuck all them together and we've got a lovely little tag book. Ta-da! How cool is that? Perfect. And then I thought this would be the perfect size for one of my little 5mm washes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue I'm not smothering it. And then this is going to be fiddly. And I'm just going to put that over. Get my little sander. Sand off the end. Give it a little distress. Also distress around the edges. And then it will still open because it's only washi tape. Like that. But probably don't do that until the glue's dried. There we go. And then the spine's all cool. Love it. Right, I need to look for things. Do I want to put some of this on the front as well? I think I might use my black and white and just go down the edge like that. Perfect. Sand that down. And then you can still see the map through it, look, which is, I love that. And then I'm going to give the reinforcer a little sand as well. And now I need to find something to put on the front. So let me go and have a rummage. Do you know what I have just realised? I have just realised that I don't have a lot of holiday ephemera. I've got a lot of, I've got a bit. This is where we get to the bit where we're like, I could build on that. I did have this. And I could build on that. Let's put those there because I might use those somewhere else. And then I found this as well. And that could go in there in one of the pages, but it's going to cover up the hole, which isn't a problem. I could cut it off, but yeah, I could use this, put this kind of on the edge like that, and then build round it with something. So let's put that down. I'm only putting a bit of glue in the middle, and then I'll glue the rest of it when we know what we're doing. Because I'm thinking, where's my little... my little paper dolls. Oh, I like that there. I do like that there. Let's ink it up and get it down, because I'm partial to a label. I've not put my glue on my Pritt stick. And this is why I only glue down the middle, so I can tuck things under. Right, I'm going to find my little people and then I'll be back. I stuck to my seat. Right, let's find some happy people on holiday. I don't want the sitting down ones. I actually like those because they look like they're having a grand old time. But I'm going to take that off. Put them there. And then we could put this back there. Or maybe in the middle of that. I do want to distress them a little bit. Right, let's stick these down because they're off on their holly bobs. Where did I just put? There it is. Right, so let's find some other little bits and pieces. I have got these from Heidi Swap. I like them, but I'm not too sure because all three of these would go because of the colours. Oh, I like that one. Maybe. Let's try the black because... no, I'm going to go with the yellow. Because I very rarely use colour. So let's put you there. And then give this a distress. Put this just under there. Should we put it a little bit over the corner? Let's glue this down now. And then I just want to I should have stitched. I could have stitched down all the... I still can because I can put it through like that. Right, let's put... I'm going to put it over this side. Oh no, let's bring it down a bit. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not going to say a word. But my goodness, I am hot. Right, now so we can glue this side down now. And then I think I'm going to put this little cutie up here. And there's the cover. We're done with the cover. How cool is that? We're not. I'm going to stitch. So I found my little stickers. I can't find my Tim Holtz clipping sticker word book. I don't know where it's gone. But I found these stickers that I got from Album Love Handmade off of Etsy. She's the same person that I got the grid stamp from. And I do like this. It says this moment. I think that's rather fitting, because I do want a word on here. I'm just thinking of putting it somewhere. I think it's going to go here, like that. And then I'm just going to give it a little sand, and that's the front cover. That's the front cover done. So let's open up. I'm not gonna like really go into detail and decorate it all hugely. But firstly, I want to put this here. But I want to grunge it up first. So I've got my little bit box of fabrics and stuff. See, I think I'm going to do it this side because I don't want to cover up the map, and there is no map on this side. But I also don't want to use anything too bulky. So I think a little bit of cheesecloth, and then we've got some of this florist stuff, or maybe this one. This is called Deco Web. It's for florists, but it's so cool, and it rips, like just rips. Look at that. Delicious. And it's a bit smaller than this, so thinking of, I mean, look at that. Right, so now I'm going to stitch this on here. I wonder, do we want some threads as well? Because I have quite a few. Oh, that got stuck like that. Yes, right, so let's stitch. Look at that. Isn't it cool? And then we'll put this on here. No, wrong page. On this one. So it goes like that. It's all grungy, and it needs something on it. What does it need on it? Maybe a label. This is off of my label stamp set. Because then if we just put a label on it, because we don't want it to be too busy. So if we just put a label on it, then we can stamp on it. So like, you know, if you're doing this for, I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on because it's going onto fabric. If you're doing this for when you're on holiday, this could be used for stamping the date. Right, so let's just hold that down there. And then what are we going to do on these pages? I really do want to try and get down the middle there. What are we going to do with the pages? So we've got some more map. And we could make a pocket. We could have a... No. Don't want to make it too complicated, do we? No. we don't. And I don't want the map sideways either. So I have got all my scraps. Could put a bit of tea paper, tea bag. Spider vellum, not vellum, spider vellum. Oh, it's so nice. Can't wait to use that Halloween. See, these papers are quite thin though. We've got the ledger. Could do a pocket with that. We could do a tag with that. Right, let's keep that out. I've got a time card. It's practically the same size. Right, so let's get some more map. Dorset. Is that where we're going to go? I still can't find my mini trimmer. Right, so I've done the line because we know it's 3, but I'm going to go in a little bit because I don't want it at the edge. And I also don't want it at the bottom. And I also want to round the corners. So do that and then, but I want to stitch around it first. Do we want to do a double? Is that the same size? No, it's a bit smaller. Do we want to do a double or do we want to do like a side tuck? Should we do a side tuck? Where's my pencil gone? Well, I never. The most humongous dragonfly literally, so I'm going to do 1 1/4 inch, literally just flew into my craft room. It was huge. I'm talking like massive. Right, so I'm going to round the corners on here as well. And before I stick this down, I'm going to stitch round this too. So I don't know. See, I've just rounded those corners. But I think I'll put it this side of the stitching because I do like the stitching. And then we'll have this down there like that. Perfect. Right, I'm going to stitch and then I'll be back. Right, so I have done my usual pretending that I can stitch straight, but I can't. So it's my straight wonky stitch. I actually think it looks quite cool. And, you know, we live for the grunge and the distress. So, right, so this one I'm just going to go across the top, across the bottom, and down the side, and then I'm going to put this side of the stitching, hold that down. Oh, it looks so cool. And then again down the sides and along the bottom. It's that warm here, my wiper's already dried. And put that kind of, yeah, make sure it can still shut. Push that down. And there's the first page. So we've got a little pocket here for your receipts and tickets. A little pocket here for some more ephemera. Oh, I love it. And then what are we going to do on the map page? because we need... Should we put the tab on? Let's put the tab on. Right, so like I always do, because we've got stuff on the front of it, I'm going to put it on the back so we can see where it's going, and then fold it over and put that one down. Oh, look at that. I mean, it just looks so cool. So I've just pulled some bits out, some Heidi Swap bits. And I've got the Aged Colour Collective that's got all like loads of little goodies in it as well. And these are like little Polaroids. And I have a little book here that has got some stickers in. I think I've got one open, but I don't know where it is. Let's see if there's... Oh, there's quotes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, straight away. These are the good old days. And these two are on holiday now. So giving it a quick, get it between the words so we can still read what it says. Maybe a little corner down there. And we're going to put this along the bottom there, and then put that on top. Perfect. And then again, so I'm going to put more glue on his side. Oh, not at the top. Wipe that off because they're just going on the bottom like that. But a bit more glue behind him, and then put that in there so it doesn't stick. And then what else? We have these. So I was thinking of like, these are all Heidi Swap, by the way, of like having a little secret hidden spot. Let's just scrunch that up. And that goes like that, and that could go on there like that, with that like that, and then that could be the pocket like that. Maybe I should put that on a different page. I do like, do you know what, I'm not even going to fold it over. I'm going to cut them off because I don't want too much bulk. I do want to grunge it up a little bit. And then the same with this. And then I've got my stamps. Where's my stamps? Right, so I've got postcard, addresses and signatures, and airmail, because they've all got like little bits and pieces on, and little sort of like writing for the address and stuff like that could go on there. That's a little bit big. That could. And for everybody asking, I am restocking my stamps with my new release in a couple of weeks. So yeah, so I'll be restocking then. I don't know where my acrylic block is. Right, I found this one. So I think I'm going to do it in the morning mist, in the grey. And then just put that there. Oh, love it. So cool. And then we want, like, I have got this that I got from Do-A-Ding as well, but I think they're a little bit too big. So we basically want to put it on like that, but I'm going to put some bits underneath it. And we got some postcard. We'll put on this one. We'll do this one in black and then just have it coming off like that. Oh, that shouldn't be on the letter though, should it? It should be on here. Come on, Tone. But that's okay, because you're not really going to see it anyway, so that's fine. That's fine. Right, have I mixed these up? Yeah, no, I haven't. Because I didn't want to get morning mist out and then all of a sudden I've got Nocturne all over my stuff. Right, so we want a little bit of cheesecloth underneath. Let's just pull it apart and squish it up, and then we'll put this down. So it's like that. And then I did find some rub-ons, because I want to put a little something there. Just a little number. I've cut that. I know that's supposed to be on that bit, but I just want the number. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Getting a bit encased in. I'm so hot. We could put that on there, maybe. Or we could put London. They could be from London. Yeah, they've come from London. But they've gone down to Cornwall. Get that out. And then, where's that other? Let's just put that up there, because it's on a bit on its own, so I'm bound to lose it, so we might as well use it. It's got absolutely nothing to do with travelling. It's the Printing Co. But it looks cool. So I don't care. And we could put... We could put that on there, because that could still be a tuck like that. No, I think I'm going to use this on the other page. Like that. Let's put it on something like that, and we'll just have... We'll have another pocket. There's my pencil. Let's just put that there. Whew, I'm melting. Like that. And then round. Ow, just pinched my finger. So is this worth? Yes, it is. I'm going to stitch this, and then we can just have, so we've got a pocket on there and a pocket on there, and then this can kind of go, because I do like to have something over the pocket so it's got a bit more depth. So right, so we're going to stitch around that, so that's going to go on there. Have we finished on here? I don't know. Let's have a look and see what we've got in. So that will fit in there. Oh, we've got little... That could go in there. That's cool. So we'll use one of those. That's too big. Oh, my Halloween definitions. I'm keeping those. I'll be using those real soon. And they're all too big. I've got some acetate tags. It's a bit big. I think for now, this is why I love Heidi Swap's stuff. Honestly, I really recommend that you go over and have a look at her website if you haven't already. Right, so that can go in there for now, because I'm not going to decorate it, because I'm struggling already. But this would, we could do it on a, because the colours match. And then we've got another secret hidden spot. Right, so off the rub-ons, I've got the two, because I'm going to put this here, I think. Because it's just the two of them. I want to kind of, because we've got something there, let's put it here. Yeah, it's just the two of them. They're probably on their honeymoon. Like that. Perfect. And then, like I said, we've got that we can stamp on if we want to. And then I think we're going to put, I think we'll put that on there, and that can be a little journaling spot. So let's, and I don't think, I'm not going to do anything to this. I'm going to leave this blank. Put that in there. just going to do around the edges because I might use it as a pocket. Put that on there. And I did have no, I don't want any children. She says as she just gets out. A child. Right, and I do think I want that one on there. But we need to be aware of the tab, which isn't a problem because I didn't stick it down this side. So we do want this to sit there like that. So let's put some more. I think I want one with the C on, you know. Let's use this one. This is probably not the best time of day to have come out into my craft room because it's so hot. Shall I use the same kind or shall I use something different? Let's move this out because this is a big bit. But you're not taking my threads with you. This isn't cheesecloth. This is the netting that's off that lace. And then let's stitch over that. Right, so I've stitched the tab and look at that. Honestly, it's just so cool. So we're going to put this just up here like this, and then maybe put that underneath. I'm not even gonna distress it. I know, right? But I am so hot. It's because my craft room is insulated. So it's perfect in the winter because they put some really good insulation in when they built it. But in the summer, it just holds the heat. So that can go on there like that. And then this can be so we want that there like that. Let's take this out. Slide it over. And this is wonky, so we need to straighten that up. Put that there. And cut a little bit of that off. And then this can go back in there like so. And then where's my mother and daughter gone? Because now they're on holiday. And I'm going to put, oh, nearly lost your foot. I'm going to put them there. Like that. I don't think I need any more grunging up. So like no more fabric. I keep forgetting about my tubs. So let's, my tweezers didn't have hold of it properly. And then that goes with the letter. Let's put this down. I'm going to put it down here. And then I need something for along the bottom there. So that can go there. They can go there like that. I think we'll put that up there. Because that's just too cool. Oh, arrive at 9 p.m. Let's put that there. And then we'll just put these down. And then we've got a little journaling spot. And where's my pocket behind here? And I'm wondering if there's maybe baggage check. And just not put room on the end. Perfect. Those two little bits that I accidentally cut didn't come off. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We could put a little... There's a fly in here now. We could put that up there. Just a random label. What else have we got in here? Oh, we've got letter. We've got stamps. Yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That fly's getting on my nerves. And we could just put... I'm not too sure I like that one. I've changed my mind. I do, however, like that there. Because this page can all be about mother and daughter. They're away at their little beach house and they're writing letters home. I do think I need something down there. Because it is looking a little bit bland. God, I keep not gripping this. Let's put it this way. And then, what have we got in here? Yes, yes, yes. And then I think we're going to use some of my washi tape. Get off, you'll make it all wet. Just to fill in a space. Like that. And then what we could do on this one is get my postal washi and maybe, I don't want to lose the word Cornwall. I've got one of these in thin, maybe this one. And that's a little filler. And then I'm still trying to use up my Tim Holtz vintage tape. Let's put a bit over there. Let's put a bit over there, mark that down. Oh, the sun's gone in. Did you see the colour change then on the screen? And I might highlight a bit. The wrong way around, Tone. Get it off the right way. And there we go. We've got 2 more pages left. We haven't, we've got 3 more pages left. Right, so I'm going to put the tab on. I'm going to put the tabs on. And then I'll be back. My phone wouldn't record because it was too hot. So, yeah, I was getting a warning. It was going, nope, not doing anything until you cool me down. So I just put it in the fridge for a little bit. Oh, if only I could fit in the fridge too. That would have been perfect. But, ta-da! Love it. Love it. Little holiday tag journal. So I put a little tag in here. And then we've got the little journaling card here. And a little pocket behind here. And then this is a... So this is a tuck spot. Just behind here. And then this is journaling space. And then I did put this on here. So that's there. And then this is just put a photo and then the back. Ah, I love it. Just with some maps and some pieces of ephemera. It's so cool. But now I'm going to go and see if I can fit in the fridge. Here's hoping. Thank you everybody for being here. I hope you're all not too hot like me. I'm sorry if I moaned. If you give this a go, don't forget to tag me in social media. All my socials in the description box down below or at the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you next time. Happy crafting, everybody, and take care. Bye.